So it totally makes sense that a lot of people wouldn't want to hire criminals to be their employees. You might not want to work with people with a criminal record, and you wouldn't want to hire them if that was your job. But New York law actually says that there are situations where you may have to hire someone despite their prior criminal record. My name is Scott Horton. I'm a labor and employment attorney who represents employers throughout the state of New York. I want to talk specifically about some provisions of New York state law that will apply when you're making employment decisions with respect to people with criminal records. And I want to note up front that this discussion focuses specifically on the situation where the employee has a criminal conviction before coming to work for your company or organization. So if something happens while they're employed for you, that's outside the scope of this video. Okay, so New York law says that before you can deny someone employment based on a criminal conviction that occurred before the employment begins, then you have to make a specific inquiry into several factors, specifically 8 factors, which are the New York public policy encouraging the employment of persons previously convicted of one or more criminal offenses, the specific duties and responsibilities related to the employment sought or held by the person, the bearing of the criminal offenses for which the person was previously convicted on their fitness or ability to do the job in question, the time that's elapsed since the criminal offense has occurred, the age of the person at the time of the criminal offense, the seriousness of the offense or offenses, any information that the person produces or that are produced for him regarding his rehabilitation and good conduct, and the legitimate interest of your company or organization in protecting property and the safety and welfare of specific individuals or the general public. Once you evaluate these factors, you need to decide whether there's a direct relationship between one or more of the previous criminal offenses and the specific position of employment under consideration. And you need to consider whether granting or continuing that employment would involve an unreasonable risk to the property or safety of people or the public at large. If you make the decision that it's not acceptable under the circumstances to employ the person or continue their employment, then you can make the difficult decision to let them go. But the law will in that situation also require you, if the employee or applicant requests, to provide notice of why you've decided to either not hire them or to end their employment. Again, my name is Scott Horton, and I suggest that if you are dealing with these situations, you contact a skilled labor and employment attorney who can best guide you based on the current analysis of New York law.